me and Kim, we got married at a young age, and we started having kids, and things got kind of hectic around the home. Kim was being mom, and I still like being Mike, and chasing ever Budweiser and riding Harleys and raising Kane, and she was raising kids. And our marriage was in a bad spot and suffering terribly, and I couldn't see it. And then finally I went to jail, and the Lord spoke to me there. It's like, man, when you get out of here, you better change your life. And that was my bottom for me. And when I got out of there, it was a lot of healing, a lot of, she was obviously really upset with me. And I lived away from home for about a month or so, and we started to reconnect and come back together. And I started chasing the Lord and making tons of changes in my life. And Kim kind of just didn't even know how to take me. It's like, who is this guy, and what happened to my old husband? And I started going to church and started trying to find the Lord, and then our marriage just totally fell apart. And I remember asking Paul, like, man, if this is what being a Christian's like, I don't want any part of it. And he's like, no, you just got to keep believing, you got to keep trusting, you got to keep moving forward.
Like Mike said, things changed in our lives, and he started to find God and was going to AA and making all of these huge changes and things that I had prayed for, and just hoping, I wish my husband would do this. And when he started to do it, I didn't know what to do with that. So I didn't really know how to be in a relationship where somebody was present and actively there and listening and wanting to communicate and do all of these things. And I turned the other way and actually found myself in a relationship or had an affair, or less, and decided that divorce was the thing that I wanted to do, and had support. You always have support in different places, and people were telling me, you'd be better off, being divorced. Those changes that he's making aren't real. And so I unfortunately made that decision to leave my family and found myself kind of spiraling out of control. In the years that he was making the changes, I was kind of becoming somebody that I didn't even know who I was.
Well, she had to work or was on call or something on Mother's Day, and I just really felt convicted. Like, even though we despised each other, I couldn't let her not see the kids, on Mother's Day. And so I went to ResLife in Rockford and brought the kids down to her, and so we could all go to church together. And that was kind of the beginning of the start of it. Doug had a sermon, and as long as I live, I'll never forget it. I was sitting next to the wall, and the kids were sitting in between us, kind of, and Kim was sitting there on the other end of it. And he was talking about marriage and family and da-da-da-da, and said, hey, I want you to look at the person next to you and tell them, look them in the eyes and tell them it's never too late. And he was talking about marriage. And there we sat, and God was showing us over and over and over again what we needed to do right in front of us, and we were just too headstrong to go ahead and push forward. And so we looked at each other in that moment in Rockford and said, hey, it's never too late. And the old tears were flowing, I can guarantee you that. And it was that was kind of the start of it. And then we just come into the Lord, and we prayed together. We prayed with our kids, and we made the decision to get remarried again and go to the marriage retreat there last year. And now we've been married again. We were married for 14 years, and now we've been married again for just over a year. We were apart for 2 years, and we have a better relationship today than I've ever dreamed of having with any woman on the planet. Just the relationship-wise, and our relationship with God, and how He's redeemed us. And people think, I just haven't seen those miracles I want to see. Well, I've seen the miracles. I've seen the miracles in my children. I've seen the miracles of the work that He's done in her, in my own life, and many people around me. And just, we're a testament to faith and hope and believing in God and trusting in Him first, and then putting your spouse right there second, and then your children, and then you last. That's the order it's supposed to go in. And I thank God every day that I have the opportunity to do it right this time, second time over. So